Hello, all you fabulous women executives. We're talking about change today. Learn why your boss may judge you and others as change resistors when you see yourself as a change assister. Ready to learn the 4 secrets that turn around an inaccurate perception of you as a change contributor. Welcome to Thrive with Nancy. This podcast is dedicated to you, an executive woman who has done well in your career, and you're up for boosting the results you achieve while enjoying the journey you're on. Ready to gain 4 steps successful change agents follow? Did you know that companies experience an abysmal 60% fail rate of their change initiatives? In other words, corporate-wide changes of the way they do business isn't successful, according to McKinsey & Company. While a study by Harvard Business Review states it's a whopping 70% failure rate of corporate initiatives. Wow, even higher. These statistics reveal change is one of the most significant challenges you face as an executive on the job because failed change initiatives are drained to corporate profitability, and executives who participate in them time after time aren't looking very good either. Can you see how crucial gaining mastery is in this area for your future? I hope you answered with a big, fat heck yes, because it doesn't take a rocket scientist to realize that being seen by your organization as a champion of change is expedient for your future. Unfortunately, if you land in any way on the register to change side of the equation in your organization's eyes, you're in trouble. I can't tell you how many times bosses have hired me to coach a highly valued, highly effective executive who they judged as dead set against change initiatives. The boss, when setting up the assignment with me, says, "Joanne is one of the best employees I have. I count on her to get the job done, but she resists every change the organization initiates. If she doesn't get on board, I'm going to have to diminish her role in the department. I can't have that kind of negativity leading the charge." Yet Joanne, as we begin the strategic partnering assignment, states as part of her leadership skills she's proud of, "I'm a change agent." Wow, that's a significant disconnect. Joanne doesn't have a clue how her boss is perceiving her. Don't panic if you're thinking this could be you. As it turns out, it often is nothing more than timing. Joanne thought she was raising ideas and valuable insights by pointing out areas of potential problems and concerns that needed to be fixed. I discovered this pattern occurring with woman after woman after woman I work with. I understand that the moment those in charge hear adverse conversations too early in the initiative, even ones that may be accurate, they receive it as resistance to the concept. Please know it is an easy turnaround. Are you ready to check out the 4 steps you have to adopt as a response in the face of a new company change initiative coming down from above? The first step is to be seen as a champion of change. The very first assignment you need to take on for your new identity is to be spotted as early as possible as a champion of change for any newfangled idea launched in your organization if you want to be an influencer on that project. Before you continue, why don't you take your own change pulse to discover how much work you have in front of you on this topic? What's your initial reaction when change is announced? Think back. Was it yes? Or some form of affirmation you spoke out loud? Or was it no, with an explanation of what won't work? Or are you hanging back with a "I need proof before I can authentically get on board" attitude? If a meaningful yes wasn't or isn't your immediate reaction, your company just may be measuring you as a resistor, even though in your heart of hearts, your intention was only to perfect the change. The reality is, if you want to influence the change, whether this attitude is fair or unfair, Leaders listen more responsively to those who are championing the initiative than those who are seemingly naysayers. The second step is to have a discovering gold mentality. If even after first blush you have a negative response to the change, pause. Don't say a word. It is your job to search for the upside potential of the new way. In this step, it is an attitude of exploring and uncovering ways the concept is or could be a valuable, much-needed improvement for you, your division, and the future of the organization. That can only occur when you trust the idea is worthy, or your company or your boss wouldn't be initiating it. Do you trust and believe in the leadership and future of your company? If you don't, that may mean you need to be looking for another organization, because being anything less than a champion isn't a winning formula for your career. Or are you being too tough a grader? If that is you, then start generating habits that don't have those thoughts being the very, very first thing out of your mouth. You can only move on to the following steps when you've nailed this one. So please, work hard on this if your answer wasn't yes. Now let's move on to the third step in you realizing timing is everything. If you see problematic issues right off the bat and you believe what you're seeing is accurate, you still have to vet them by asking, is the glitch something that will impact the project immediately? Or a month or 3 months or 6 months down the road? How soon do you need to raise your concerns to save the project? If it's way down the line, your reputation will grow by keeping silent and allowing the discovery to be made in the course of doing business or bringing it up as a champion of change in a timely fashion. Do you see how having an overview appreciation of potential bugs and when to bring the matter to the attention of others is crucial? This attitude keeps senior leaders listening to you with an open mind, because you've now positioned yourself to better introduce your improvements and your ideas from a champion of change identity as a change assister, not a resistor. The fourth step is you, the improvement advocate. You've established your I'm on board brand and recognize the proper timing. Then and only then can you audibly express your problem solution belief. Your ideas are now being voiced by a well-respected insider instead of the rebellious outsider. This means input coming from you will now have more weight. Bear in mind, part of your presentation will be renewing your loyalty to the organization or your boss or senior leadership to all that is impressive about the current plan, as you point out the fine-tuning suggestions that add value to the outcome. And add value if its profitability is a win all around. Timing has everything to do with how you're perceived in the process of change, and it is a key element to your future success. I hope you're seeing that, especially since, more than ever before, transformational initiatives are so essential in today's business climate. Start implementing this 4-step approach the next time you're faced with a big, fat change. You'll immediately see a difference in how you're treated and included in the initiative. Hello, champion of change, change assister. I can't wait to hear all the success that you have using these 4 steps. Are you ready to test out the wisdom of these 4 steps to transform how you're perceived to change? Do you understand how crucial this sequence is to your career? Are you going to focus on becoming a champion of change? Are you seeing the wisdom of exploring for gold? Do you now recognize the criticality of timing? Are you prepared to be an improvement advocate as a respected, honored champion of change? What action are you going to take? Re-identification of who you are in the organization begins with you always. Please don't simply appreciate this change formula, yet never try it out for size. Your career rests on embracing this new response approach to change, and it always rests in your hands. Did you receive new ideas? Yes? Then I'd welcome you hitting the like button or subscribe or share this podcast. Together, we could transform not merely your career, but the world's as well. Interested in checking out your Strategic Edge coaching program we offer to overcome any less than career problems you face? I would be honored to explore a partnering relationship with you to develop and add needed executive level skills to your leadership arsenal. Check out the Your Strategic Edge coaching program, full of extras such as the $125 a month Thrive at Work Mastermind virtual program with other dynamic executive women. For free. Yes, it's for free. If you go to www.thrivewithnancy.com/executive/. If you're interested in talking to me, click the link on the page to schedule a free discovery call. I'd love to discuss how together we could achieve all you hope is possible. Remember, no one ever makes it to the top or even arrives at their next career destination alone. I'm thrilled you've listened to the Thrive with Nancy podcast. My intention is to offer quick tips designed for you to apply right away, ones that will boost your career immediately. I bet you're already considering ways to implement these new ideas. Perfect. Now, if you do me a favor, pass the podcast link on to those who will benefit, your friends and coworkers. Thanks so much.